Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thanks for holding this hearing. I agree wherever anti-Semitism is found, we should denounce it vehemently. This is a huge issue that has come up, particularly in the past few years. I think anti-Semitism is rooted not just in an ancient bigotry against the Jewish people, but oftentimes in a movement that seeks to fundamentally unwind civilization, particularly Western civilization. Of course, our Western civilization that we enjoy is rooted in Judeo-Christian values, the very cultural foundations that we as conservatives seek to conserve. But unfortunately, we find too often that there are organizations, particularly and oftentimes on the left, that are vehemently anti-Semitic. We've seen for years the BDS movement grow in the United States, a movement that refers to Israel as an apartheid state, refers to their supposed genocide, calls them a settler colonialist state, refers to them as supremacist. We've seen the rise in the Students for Justice in Palestine movement, a movement linked to Hamas that openly, across college campuses after October 7th, praised Hamas and defended them, making college campuses oftentimes completely inhospitable for Jewish students, shut them down oftentimes. And then we have Code Pink. We saw some of their members in this room earlier today, a group that is connected to the CCP that is ostensibly anti-war. And yet, right after October 7th, the day after October 7th, put out a statement not condemning the genocide of Jews, but supporting the Palestinian movement, saying, quote, "Resistance is a human right. The human reaction to being oppressed is to resist, and Palestinians deserve that right just as much as everyone else on the planet." They went on to say Palestinians are confronting the world with their truth, and it is one that should be supported and respected. That was the day after October 7th. And then we have members of Congress comparing Jews to termites, saying that Israel has hypnotized the world and calling it evil. And then, of course, shouting the slogan, "From the river to the sea." There's a leading mayoral candidate in New York right now, who refuses to condemn the phrase, "Globalize the Intifada." That is sickening that this is in our political system. I, again, want to thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding this hearing. Mr. Nosenchuk, thank you for being here and for the work against anti-Semitism that you do. Do you believe that the slogan, "From the river to the sea," is anti-Semitic?
So terms have different meanings. Terms have different meanings to different people, but it's clear that some language has now fueled violent attacks on Jews, and those terms must be understood through that lens.
Well, do you believe that phrase is anti-Semitic, though? I agree we should disagree with the substance of it.
I think it depends on the way in which the terms are used. Many Jews hear that as anti-Semitic, and in that vein, people who say it need to understand that that is how it is experienced. And in assessing, from a civil rights perspective, whether there has been anti-Semitism, we look to bias motivation, and certainly language like that can be probative of anti-Semitic bias.
It seems to me a phrase that excludes the existence of the Jewish state would be pretty clearly anti-Semitic. Do you believe that the phrase "globalize the Intifada" is anti-Semitic?
When I hear the phrase "globalize the Intifada" today, in light of the shooting that occurred at the Capitol Jewish Museum, in light of what happened at Boulder, in light of what happened at Governor Shapiro's house, there is no question that I experience that as being incredibly problematic
Problematic, yes, I agree. Do you believe that it's anti-Semitic? And are you willing to condemn that phrase?
I condemn the use of that phrase, yes.
Great. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks, Mr. Chair.
Gentleman yields back. I want to thank you all for